Okay, the last item on the evening tonight is the petition regarding the Connecticut State General Assembly Special Act 11-16, which is the Conveyance Act, Section 8, which is the transfer of property from the state to a private developer. On February 28th, we took in a petition that was signed by over 50 residents. The petition was validated by our town clerk. It was presented to the Selectmen, who in turn sent it to the town attorney for determination of due process of the petition. At this time, I would like to make a motion that the petition to hold a town meeting to call on the Connecticut General Assembly to immediately repeal Section 8 of the Special Act 11-16 be rejected. May I have a second on, a motion on that? A second on that, I'm sorry. Second. Okay. Discussion. Yeah, we immediately looked at this very carefully and contacted the town attorney, who gave us an analysis of the why this was not a situation that would come up to the position of being a resolution that's called for by the town. His analysis, he gives case history, his analysis is thorough, and basically indicates that this is simply not a matter of lawful resolution that can be brought by a town meeting to influence or to something in the way of law that's already been on the books. It's not the transfer was not promoted or established by us. It had nothing to do with us, the town. And basically was between the state and a.
Well, can you speak up, please?
Yeah, trying it. Okay. So that's where we are now. Basically, it's not a lawful resolution according to our attorney.
I know that's what most people here should speak to them, I suppose, and I think it's hard. I would say for me, it's hard to approve something and sitting as a selectman that our town council is telling us is illegal and improper. So as much as I think everyone here would like to promote discussion on it and have some kind of meeting or something, I just be honest with you, in my position, it's hard for me to, and I don't think I can, vote to put that to a committee when our attorney is telling us that it's improper to do so.
I couldn't really hear, why is it illegal? Could you repeat that?
There's actually a,
it's basically illegal. It doesn't rise to a lawful resolution. And if I'm going to make the findings part of the record, basically. But if you like, I'll be glad to read some of this to you. I'll try to speak up and read some of this to you. Okay. You've asked me for a legal opinion regarding a petition dated February 28, 2012, asking the Board of Selectmen to warn a special town meeting in furtherance of the intent of the petition. The petition seeks a town meeting resolution calling on the state of Connecticut to repeal Special Act 11-16, Section 8. Special Act 11-16, Section 8 directs the Commissioner of Environmental Protection to enter into an agreement with Riverhouse Properties, LLC, to exchange lands and other consideration of approximately equal value. Section 8 goes on to identify the 2 parcels of land that are to be exchanged and other terms and conditions to be included in the transaction, including a reversion to the state should Riverhouse not obtain planning and zoning approval for development of said lands. The Act specifically excludes from the exchange any land with frontage along the Connecticut River. Section 3.8 of the Town Charter provides in Section B that no less than 50 persons entitled to vote at a town meeting may petition over the personal signatures for the enactment of any proposed lawful resolution by filing each such petition, including the complete text of such petition, resolution, and the printed names and addresses of said persons with the town clerk. The operative language in section 3.8 is lawful. A proposed resolution must be for a lawful purpose. Stated another way, a proposed resolution of a town meeting must have a proper purpose. The purposes and powers of the town meeting are set out in the charter, as well as in the general statutes. After review of the charter and the general statutes, I cannot find any provision giving the town meeting authority or power to ask the State General Assembly to repeal a special act. The proposed resolution seeks to interfere with and undo a special act which confers rights and responsibilities on the parties, namely the State and River House LLC. There is no statute of any case law that would give the town meeting any part or say in the dealings of the state with other entities in the transfer of land. The lands in question belong to the state and a private entity, respectfully, and the General Assembly apparently is following the advice or findings of the Joint Standing Committee of the General Assembly, having cognizance of matters relating to government administrations. As such, it would be improper for a town meeting to take up a resolution making to repeal the act. There's several case laws that are cited, which I won't get into, because I said this would be part of the record, but at the end of this, in my opinion, the stated proposal of town meeting in Haddam is not a matter over which the town meeting has authority. The requested repeal of legislation adopted by General Assembly is by no means a matter that the courts for general statutes allow. Moreover, the town meeting does not have anything to do with a real estate purchase and sale contract between the state of Connecticut and a private entity. Therefore, I recommend the Board of Selectmen reject the subject petition on the grounds that the resolution called for in such petition is not a proper purpose for a special town meeting. And on that regard, we have a motion on the table. All in favor? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. We're going to open this up for comments a little bit now, and I would ask, there's another meeting here at 7 o'clock this evening, so I would ask that the comments first come from the voters who are in Haddam, and if there's anybody outside of the town, will you wait until after the voters have gotten the opportunity to make their comments. As a prelude to your comments, and in context with what Sean has indicated before, this is a difficult situation. We realize that there is a passion. We realize that there is a concern. We realize that there is a group of petitioners who have some valid points. And what I would like to do with the Selectmen's agreement is to notify the head of the Department of Energy and Environmental Protection and let them know that we have had this meeting tonight. And let him know that there is a concern, and let him know that the appraisal process as it is going on should be dealt with in a transparent and immediate manner, lest we have more concern from our town. So I will take that step with the concurrence of the.
Can we forward the committee?
No, you cannot. But I will tell them that there is concern. That there was a petition brought, which was deemed unlawful, and there's something of that nature.
Okay.
Okay. So we can take that step, and we will definitely try to do that for you. And having said that, I will open up for some comments.
First, my question is, what meeting is here at 7?
The Democratic town meeting.
Is in this building
Yes.
at 7?
that correct?
That's correct.
Okay. Well, I'm Melissa Schlag, I'm a town resident.
Excuse me, Melissa, I'm sorry, would you, I do apologize, but the meeting is meant to address the selectmen, okay, not as a dissertation, if you wouldn't mind.
Okay, I'll speak to you. I just want to thank the Boy Scouts, is all I was going to say, for coming today. I think this is, I can't explain the three-legged stool to the Boy Scouts, town government. I just feel bad that they're here and they're probably bored out of their skull. But the three-legged stool of town government is your Board of Finance, who deals with all the money, the Board of Selectmen, who you've seen tonight, and then also the town meeting, which is the people, everybody in this room, everybody who's a taxpayer in town. And I do want to thank the petitioners who asked for my signature on this petition, because it gave me finally a voice, so I thought I was going to get a voice on the spot, an official voice. Apparently that's not going to happen. All I think we're asking, or the petitioners were asking, is that a letter be sent to Hartford, to the DEP, to Malloy, stating that the town of Haddam is against it. Not necessarily asking, we're requesting, demanding that the swap be repealed, but just that the Haddam residents were against this.
Excuse me, though, Melissa, I apologize again, but specifically in the petition, it does call for the town legislation, a resolution to tell
Yeah, right.
well, it actually demands, let me read it. Be it resolved, blah, 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 section 8, that the town legislature opposes, that's the town meeting, opposes the above described said legislative mandated town meetings, and calls on the General Assembly to immediately repeal. So, it goes forward.
If we had written, or the petitioners, if they had written something like, through the town meeting, send a letter to, and have a specific ask like that, would Bruno work with us and change the petition language?
No, I think he's indicated what you can do with the town meeting as far as interference and so on. As I said before, I will take the step of writing to the DEP Commissioner Westy and telling that there is concern here that where this thing is, and that concern seems has brought a petition, and I would ask him to pursue this thing to bring it to a conclusion, because as you know, the appraisal process is something that needs to be handled.
Well,
Well,
I
yeah.
was going to say, if a letter was presented to us that was signed by as many people as want to sign it, we could we, I should say, I think we could forward that as presented to us, not in our opinion.
No, not through us. There's no reason why a letter
Which I
can't.
think
There's no reason why a letter can't be sent directly from any group, any person, any individual, directly to them. And there's no reason why we can't advise the governor or somebody else that we are experiencing discomfort in our populace as a result of the method in which this thing is being pursued, and the method in which it's being handled at this point. So those two things, I know we're not really mincing words, but they're protecting us, which we directly cannot influence.
Well, we're not trying. I was just going to say, or you can send it to, nothing's stopping that petition or letter from being signed by everybody to send.
Or to be honest with you, it could be a simple thing of just picking up the phone and calling Esty and say, look, you really got to get off that center on this thing, right. and because I've got a group of people in town and a group of people in general throughout the area who still aren't crazy about this deal.
Mm-hmm.
You know.